Hi, my name is Anam Malik and I welcome you all on my YouTube channel of AIMS Academy. AIMS Academy provides you a platform to improve your skills and to improve your concepts free of cost. So the topic I have selected today is numbers. It's a topic basically for the beginners, but many people misunderstand the things regarding the numbers, and the topic which I will explain you today will help you to clear the concept about the number. As we all know that maths is all about the game of numbers, and mathematicians, so for our convenience, mathematician has divided all numbers into different types. The very first type of the number as written on the board is natural numbers. Natural numbers are basically called the counting numbers, and they are represented by the alphabet n. As it is written on the board, 1, 2, 3, 4 and up to so on. The number this actually represents and up to so on. So 1, 2, 3, 4 are called the natural numbers, and they are also called the counting numbers. So simply we can explain the natural number as the counting numbers, and they are used in our daily life as well. Moving toward the next type of the numbers, that is whole numbers. The only difference between the whole number and the natural numbers is this number 0. Whole number actually are represented by the letter W, and they starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and up to so on are all the whole number. So we can say this as well, that natural numbers are the subset of the whole number. Whole number is a bigger set and natural number is a smaller set. So smaller set is always the subset of the bigger set. Whole number is having a 0 in it, and natural number do not have the 0 in it. So natural number are the subset means it's a portion of, because maybe you are not well aware about the sets and you have not learned it. So that's by the subset I mean that it's the portion, it's a sub part. So natural number is a sub part of the whole number. Moving toward the next type of the number, that is integers. Integers are the number which do not have a fractional. This is very important thing which you need to understand. Fractional part in them. The numbers which do not have any fractional part in them are called integers. So they are having either a positive sign, which is not necessary to mention, either positive or either negative. But if you are talking about integer, you need to mention which type of integer you are discussing. Either they are positive integer or either they are negative integer. I have written combinedly as plus minus 1, plus minus 2, plus minus 3. You can write them individually as plus 1, plus 2, plus 3 and minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So this is all about integers. Alphabetically they are represented by the letter Z as written on the board. So the thing which you need to keep in your mind is that integer must not have any sort of fractional part in it. If we write 4 divided by 2, yes, I know that 4 by 2 is a fraction, but if I will solve it, as in maths we all know that we need to give the answer in the simplest form. So 4 divided by 2 is equal to 2. So that is not actually a fraction. Simplest form is 2, and 2 is a whole number. 2 is a number, positive 2. So this is called integer. Rational numbers. Numbers that can be written in the form of p by q, where q is not equal to 0, are called rational number. What is p by q? P is actually the numerator and q is actually the denominator. Here I have written a condition. Condition is that q must not be equal to 0. Why q is not equal to 0? Because in mathematics, when any denominator is equal to 0, it means that the whole fraction will tend toward infinity, and we cannot approach infinity in mathematics. So the p by q is the number which is called the rational number. Any example we can give from the rational number. So the basic thing which you need to understand, the number can be written in the form of p by q. So here it is. The example of rational number is, as I told you, that rational number are the number which can be written in the form of p by q. Here the p is 1 and the q is 2. This is the fraction I have written. But why I have converted it into the decimal one? Because I want to let you know the one more thing. What is this TDF? Means terminating decimal fraction. There are two type of fractions. Basically we have, one is terminating decimal and other is recurring decimal fraction. Terminating means the fraction which after converting it into the decimal will have a limited number of digits in its decimal part. For example, if I have converted 1 by 2 into the decimal, it becomes equal to 0.5. So it has only one number in the decimal part. So this TDF represents terminating decimal fraction. This is 1 by 3. This is also a fraction. 1 is its numerator, 1 is p, 3 is q. When I have converted into the decimal look what it is now, 0.333333. It is having infinite numbers in its decimal part, but that infinite number is actually repeatedly 3. So I have 3 as a repeated part in its decimal portion. So I can write it as 0.3, and here I can put a dot. This dot represents that this is the repeated part of this decimal. And what is this RDF? This is a recurring decimal fraction. So what I have written in the note that all terminating and recurring, terminating which have limited number of digits, countable number of digits in its decimal part, and recurring which has some repeated number of digits in its decimal part. So all the terminating and recurring decimals are rational numbers. Hope so you all are cleared with the decimal number. I hope you all are cleared with the rational numbers. Moving toward the next type of the numbers, that is irrational number. So irrational numbers are the number all I have discussed terminating and recurring, and I will be discussing the vice versa of it, like non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are the irrational number. All the numbers which are terminating and recurring are a part of rational numbers, and all the non-terminating and non-repeating decimals are the irrational numbers. Simply we can say that then these numbers cannot be written in the form of fraction. I have given a very simple example, that is pi. Pi is 3.142 and 142, and it has infinite number of numbers in its decimal part, and we used to write it in the fraction 22/7, but actually that is not accurately equal to its decimal part. Square root 2, when I will solve square root 2, it is 1.411413 and up to so on. I don't know that what is it doesn't have any repeated part in its decimal, or it doesn't have any finite number of digits. So it doesn't satisfy the definition of either terminating or either recurring. So excluding all the numbers from terminating and recurring, we will be having the irrational number. And simply if you want to define it like the numbers which cannot be written in the form of p by q are called irrational numbers, so that will be fine as well. For alphabets, q is used to represent the rational number, and its opposite is the irrational, and q prime, this dash is represented by the prime, or you can say it like q dash. Q dash is the alphabet which is used to represent the irrational number. Moving toward the last classification or last type of the number, that is real numbers. So the real numbers are the union of rational and irrational. Like obviously first I have discussed the natural, I have discussed the smallest first, then I have discussed the further later, the greater sets later on, step by step. First I have discussed the natural number. Natural number becomes a subset of the whole number becomes a subset of integers become a subset of the rational and irrational. Now what is the definition of the real number? Union of rational and irrational. Union means when I will combine all the rational and all the irrational, I will get the biggest set of the the numbers, that is called the real number. What is I have written? R is the letter which is used to represent the real number, is equal to q. I have told you the alphabet which is used to represent the rational number. This u is not an alphabet, this u represents the union. Union means when I will combine all the numbers. So and this is q prime or q dash, irrational. When you will combine all the q and q dash, you will get the biggest set of the number, that is called the real number. Hope you have enjoyed the video, you have learned a lot. So do subscribe the channel, like the video, share it with your fellow and friends, and if you are having any problem, any query, you can ask us in the comment section. We will get back to you soon.